There's a reason the top 1% keep getting richer while everyone else stays stuck. It's not luck, inheritance, or secret investments. It's how they manage money fundamentally differently than the other 99%. The wealthy don't budget like normal people, they don't save like normal people, and they definitely don't spend like normal people. They follow a completely different set of rules that optimize for wealth accumulation, tax efficiency, and long-term compounding, rather than month-to-month survival. Once you understand their money management system, you realize it's not complicated, it's just radically different from what society teaches. Most people manage money reactively, spending first and saving whatever's left. The top 1% manage money strategically, deploying capital first and living on what remains. I'm Kyle, and today I'm breaking down exactly how the top 1% manage their money, the frameworks they use, the priorities they set, the mistakes they avoid, and how you can implement the same system regardless of your current income. If you want to build real wealth, you need to manage money like the wealthy. Let's dive in. Here's the core concept. The top 1% manage money using three fundamental principles: pay yourself first, optimize for assets, not income, and automate everything. First, pay yourself first. They save and invest before any other expenses, typically 25 to 50% of gross income. This isn't negotiable. Deployment happens automatically, and lifestyle fits within what remains. The 99% do the opposite. They spend first, save whatever's left, which is usually nothing. Second, optimize for assets, not income. The wealthy focus obsessively on acquiring income-generating assets, stocks, real estate, businesses that compound wealth. They measure success by net worth and passive income, not salary. The 99% focus on earning higher salaries while owning few assets, staying on the income treadmill forever. Third, automate everything. The top 1% systematize their finances completely. Automatic transfers, rebalancing, bill payments, tax optimization. This eliminates willpower and emotional decision-making. The 99% manage money manually and emotionally, making reactive decisions that destroy wealth. These three principles create exponential wealth divergence over decades. Same opportunities, different systems, completely different outcomes.
Here's why the top 1%'s money management approach works psychologically. It removes emotion and creates structural discipline. By paying themselves first automatically, they never experience the temptation to spend deployment capital because it's gone before they see it. Their lifestyle naturally conforms to post-deployment income, which feels normal because they never had access to the full amount. The 99% feel every dollar in their account as available, creating constant temptation and willpower battles they eventually lose. Second, optimizing for assets changes motivation. Watching your investment portfolio grow $40,000 in a year feels more rewarding than earning a $3,000 raise because it's passive and exponential. This creates positive reinforcement that maintains discipline. The 99% optimize for salary increases that get consumed immediately, providing no lasting satisfaction. Third, automation eliminates decision fatigue. The wealthy never decide whether to invest this month. It happens automatically. This preserves willpower for strategic decisions. The 99% make hundreds of financial micro-decisions monthly, exhausting willpower and leading to poor choices. The psychology of top 1% money management is simple. Make wealth building automatic, structural, and emotionally rewarding. Remove temptation, eliminate decisions, and let systems do the work.
Let's break down the exact money management system the top 1% use. Step 1. Calculate gross income. Step 2. Automatically deploy 25 to 50% into investment accounts before you receive the money. 401k max, IRA max, taxable brokerage for overflow. This happens via payroll deduction or automatic transfer on payday. Non-negotiable. Step 3. From remaining 75 to 50%, cover necessities only: housing, food, transportation, healthcare, insurance. Optimize these ruthlessly for cost efficiency. Step 4. Everything left after necessities is discretionary, but should be spent intentionally, not impulsively. Track it. Step 5. Increase deployment percentage annually. Every raise, bonus, or windfall goes to increasing the automatic deployment rate, not lifestyle. Step 6. Track net worth monthly. Measure success by asset growth and passive income, not salary. Step 7. Rebalance investments quarterly. Maintain target asset allocation automatically. Step 8. Optimize taxes annually. Max all advantaged accounts, harvest losses, time income strategically. The system is mechanical, not emotional. Most people do every step backwards. They receive full paycheck, spend impulsively, save whatever's left, never track assets, make emotional investment decisions, and ignore taxes. The top 1% reverse everything and systematize it completely.
Quick pause. Christmas and the New Year are coming. What do you want to achieve in this new cycle? Let me know in the comments.
Here's how to implement top 1% money management starting today. First, open investment accounts if you don't have them: IRA, taxable brokerage, HSA if eligible. Second, calculate your current deployment rate. What percentage of gross income are you investing? If it's under 20%, you're not managing money like the wealthy. Third, commit to increasing deployment rate immediately. Start with 20% minimum. Aim for 30 within 1 year, 50 within 5 years. Fourth, automate deployment. Set up automatic transfers or payroll deductions so money moves to investments before you can spend it. Fifth, adjust lifestyle to fit remaining income. This is non-negotiable. Cut consumption ruthlessly if necessary. Sixth, create a simple tracking system. Use a spreadsheet or app to monitor net worth monthly, calculating total assets minus total debts. Seventh, learn basic investing: low-cost index funds, diversification, long-term holding, dollar-cost averaging. You don't need complexity, just consistency. Eighth, eliminate financial friction. Consolidate accounts, automate bill payments, set up auto rebalancing. The goal is structural discipline that requires zero willpower to maintain. Implementation isn't complicated. It's just radically different from normal behavior, which is why most people never do it.
Let's address the psychological resistance. I can't save 25 to 50%. My income is too low and expenses too high. This is backwards thinking. The top 1% didn't wait until they were rich to manage money this way. They managed money this way and became rich. If you're spending your entire income, you've inflated lifestyle to match earnings. The reframe: cut consumption by 25% and deploy it. It's possible. You're choosing not to because it's uncomfortable. Second mental block: I need to enjoy life now. Saving half my income is deprivation. This is short-term thinking. Deploying 50% in your 20s and 30s buys permanent freedom in your 40s and 50s. Consuming everything now buys temporary pleasure and permanent work. Which future do you want? Third resistance: I'll start saving more when I earn more. This never happens. Lifestyle inflates with income. People earning $200,000 spend $200,000. The deployment rate that matters is percentage, not absolute dollars. If you can't deploy 25% at $40,000, you won't deploy it at $100,000 either. The objections feel valid because they're culturally reinforced, but they guarantee financial mediocrity. Top 1% money management feels uncomfortable because it's countercultural. That's exactly why it works.
Here's what happens if you never adopt top 1% money management. You'll earn millions over your lifetime and end with nothing because you managed it like the 99%, spending first, saving leftovers, owning few assets. You'll work until you physically can't, relying on inadequate Social Security and modest savings.
You'll experience chronic financial stress because you're always one emergency, job loss, or expense away from crisis. You'll miss every wealth-building opportunity because you have no capital deployed to compound. You'll watch peers with lower salaries but better money management achieve financial independence while you stay trapped. You'll regret not implementing these systems earlier, but by then you've lost decades of compound growth. The brutal reality? Managing money like the 99% guarantees 99% outcomes. Broke, stressed, working forever. Meanwhile, people who adopt top 1% money management in their 20s achieve financial freedom in their 40s regardless of income level because their system compounds wealth automatically while peers consume everything they earn. The difference isn't luck or income, it's money management system. Not changing guarantees mediocrity. Changing creates wealth inevitably.
Let's compare two people earning $60,000 annually over 30 years. Person A manages money like the 99%, spends first, saves 5% sporadically, no automation, focuses on earning more salary, owns minimal assets. By 50, they've earned $1.8 million lifetime but have $150,000 saved because consumption destroyed everything. They're still working, dependent on paycheck, financially stressed. Person B adopts top 1% money management at 25, automatically deploys 30% into investments before spending, focuses obsessively on asset acquisition, systematizes everything, increases deployment rate with every raise. By 50, they've earned the same $1.8 million but have $1.5 million in assets generating $60,000 annual passive income. They're financially independent, retired early, stress-free. Same income, same opportunities, same timeline. But person A managed money like the 99% and stayed broke. Person B managed money like the top 1% and achieved freedom. The money management system made the difference. Deployment rate, automation, asset focus, systematization. That's the power of managing money correctly over decades. It's not what you earn, it's how you manage what you earn.
Here's the advanced strategy once you've mastered basic top 1% money management. Optimize for tax efficiency and leverage stacking. First, max all tax advantage space, 401k, IRA, backdoor Roth, HSA, 529 if applicable. This reduces taxable income while accelerating growth. Second, implement tax loss harvesting annually. Sell losing positions to offset gains, reducing tax liability. Third, time income strategically. Defer income to low tax years, accelerate deductions to high tax years. Fourth, use debt leverage intelligently. Mortgage on appreciating real estate with low rates multiplies returns dramatically. Fifth, optimize asset location. Hold tax-inefficient investments in tax-deferred accounts, tax-efficient in taxable accounts. Sixth, build multiple income streams, dividends, rental income, business profits, diversifying both source and tax treatment. Seventh, consider geographic arbitrage. Live in low-tax, low-cost areas while generating income elsewhere. Eighth, establish entities strategically, LLCs, S-corps, trusts, for tax optimization and asset protection. Ninth, reinvest all passive income. Don't spend dividends or rental profits, compound them into more assets. The pattern? Basic top 1% management is high deployment and automation. Advanced management is tax optimization, leverage stacking, and strategic structuring. This accelerates wealth building exponentially beyond simple saving.
Let's talk about obstacles. I tried to automate, but unexpected expenses always force me to pull money back. This means your emergency fund is inadequate. Build 3 to 6 months' expenses in cash, then automate deployment. Emergencies shouldn't touch investment capital. I can't afford to invest 30%. My bills are too high. Audit ruthlessly. Most people waste 15 to 20% on subscriptions, convenience, and impulse purchases. Eliminate waste first. If truly maxed,
Focus on income increase through side hustles or skill development. What if I need the invested money before retirement? Use taxable brokerage accounts in addition to retirement accounts. You can access those anytime. Build layers. Emergency fund for short term, taxable investments for medium term, retirement accounts for long term. My employer doesn't offer 401k matching. Should I still max it? Yes. The tax advantage alone is worth it. Max IRA first for more control, then taxable brokerage. I'm self-employed with irregular income. How do I automate? Pay yourself a consistent salary from business account, deploy from that. In high-income months, deploy bonuses aggressively. The obstacles have solutions if you're committed to implementation.
The people who successfully manage money like the top 1% and achieve substantial wealth share specific traits. They adopt the system early, usually 20s or 30s, and never deviated regardless of income changes. They deployed 25 to 50% automatically, non-negotiably, before any other spending. They measure success by net worth and passive income growth, not salary increases. They track assets obsessively. They've systematized everything: automatic transfers, rebalancing, bill payments, so discipline is structural, not emotional. They increased deployment rate with every raise, bonus, or windfall. Lifestyle stayed flat or grew minimally while savings accelerated. They focus obsessively on asset acquisition. Every dollar is evaluated for deployment potential, not consumption pleasure. They optimize taxes aggressively, using all available advantaged accounts, harvesting losses, timing strategically. They're patient, willing to live modestly for decades while assets compound, trusting the system. They ignore peers completely. No lifestyle comparison, no status signaling, no consumption pressure. By their 40s and 50s, they're financially independent, while high-earning peers are trapped because peers managed money like the 99%. The difference was money management system applied consistently over decades. Not income, not luck, not genius. Just better systems producing inevitable wealth.
At the core, managing money like the top 1% means reversing everything normal people do. Deploy first, not last. Optimize for assets, not income. Automate everything, not manage manually. Track net worth, not salary. Increase savings rate, not lifestyle with raises. This system feels uncomfortable because it's countercultural, but it's the only reliable path to substantial wealth. The top 1% aren't smarter or luckier. They just manage money fundamentally differently through structural discipline and long-term optimization. Most people never adopt these systems because they require short-term sacrifice for long-term freedom. The winners commit early and maintain discipline for decades, achieving financial independence while peers with higher incomes stay broke. Start today. Calculate your current deployment rate and commit to 25% minimum immediately. Automate transfers so deployment happens before spending is possible. Track net worth monthly and measure success by asset growth. Cut consumption ruthlessly to fit lifestyle within remaining income. And commit to increasing deployment rate annually until you hit 50%. Tell me in the comments, what percentage are you currently deploying and what will you increase it to this month? This is the system. This is how the top 1% build wealth. This is how you join them. Let's manage money correctly together.
If you stayed until the end, you're clearly serious about improving your finances. Subscribe and help us reach 100K. And before you go, watch this next video. It could be exactly what you need for your financial journey.